Yeah, man. I'm inside the pledge for work. I'm doing some work. Like, no, you're not, man. Like,
no, you're not. No, you're not, bro.
Half of these art gigs,
Right.
You got it strict. You got me saying you on the road doing work. You want a world partying.
Right. Definitely partying, man. That's so funny. Partial work, rest play.
Yeah, I'm like, there's a lot of networking for that.
Like this joke, it's all fun. It's all fun.
All fun. All gas, no brakes.
Yeah, man. I wish I could be like that. In my 40s, in my 20s, I was in college, and then when I got out, I was work. You know what I'm saying? Work. So I love the freedom that you have. Enjoy it, love it. You know what I mean?
Thank you, brother.
But I hate it when it's on my goddamn time. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true.
At the expense of me.
Yeah.
Right. Have your fun when your time. When it's time for mask off, that's all I need you to be doing is taking that mask off.
Oh shit! Here you go.
Hey, I'm feeling this low beard on myself. I ain't gonna lie.
What?
I'm not commenting on that.
Hey, shout out to the Detroit musical, man. I did a quick part in that. Are you in that, Dan?
Yeah.
Detroit musical.
The Detroit musical.
See, this is the thing too with Dan. He never wants to plug anything that he does.
At all.
You know what I mean? And when you call him out on it, he's like, "Yeah, I do that. I'm sorry." Hey,
that's not.
Yeah, I did. Shout out to the deep brief. I was a judge there for their last the big shot.
Okay.
For the ant challenge.
Yes. See, all right, happy. I shouted something out.
Okay, that's dope. That's super dope.
So you was a judge.
Okay, shout out to debrief. I was a judge. We voted for a winner.
Who won?
Beatbox guy, Stevie, the beatboxer.
Yeah, I saw that. He's like, a new version of Dougie Fresh. You know what I'm saying? A lot of spit.
Okay, he must be dope if he beat out some musicians and comics.
Yeah, he was dope.
You voted for him?
Yeah. Well, you did like a scoring system, so yeah.
Oh, okay.
He did get a very high score from me.
Or the talent could have been a little subpar.
Dang, OG.
I don't know.
This is all local Detroit talent, so I'm not going to talk down on him, but he was good. He was good. There was a few more like good acts too. But
okay.
I don't know,
how was Dan Schmidt? How was he?
Ooh.
See, look, I'm at a point where I say shit. You know what I mean? I say it, and don't judge me for saying shit people want to say but don't say. You know what I mean? But that reaction we just got from him, that tells you how he was. I don't remember him at all.
A white guy comic? No.
Was he in the bathroom? What
did he do? White guy comic? I remember. Man, see, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, he was there. Yeah, he was there.
Well, I can only hope he was there.
He was good.
Never mind. I don't want to know how you did now. Hey, Dan, if you watching this show, man, I know you killed it, man. Salute.
That's a good recover. That's a good recover right there.
I didn't know he was a comic either, though. So it was like it was news to me. But a lot of people don't know I'm a comic. So hey,
here we go with the plug. Did you see it? Throw it up there. Please throw it up there. Bro.
Available for bookings. Hit the link in my bio.
This nigga take one class in your whole comic, bro.
I'm solidified.
One class, bro.
Hey, I'm solidified. Real talk. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a comic.
I'm certified by Mike Larry, huh?
Yeah,
Mike Larry.
Mike Larry and T. Barb stamped me, man. I was like,
you got your certificate?
Not yet, but I'm getting there, boy. We still gonna have a grand finale show, so I'm gonna definitely plug that when it's time.
All right. And I got to get out and see these shows, man.
Yeah, you do. I'm gonna send you my clip too.
Definitely, I want to see. I want to see.
Real already.
OG getting the exclusive clip sent to him. You know what I'm saying?
I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? You know, see what's really popping.
I will. I'm gonna
you
show
know,
you.
If that shit ain't funny, I'm gonna tell you that shit ain't funny.
I already know, and I ain't concerned.
All right, kumbaya.
I ain't even gonna edit it. I'm just gonna see a whole raw joint.
Yeah,
all right. That's what's up. You know, but welcome everybody. If you do not know, this is Mask Off. We had a funny time here on the show. We're at the 80 ball. You know what I'm saying? And this episode is called C.R.E.A.M. Cash rules everything around me. You know, and I put, if you know, you know what I'm saying, at the end of it. So that means, you know, C.R.E.A.M. Cash rules everything around me. It's a Wu-Tang saying, but literally, cash does rule everything around me in this capitalist society. So with that being said, you know, this is Mask Off, man. Up under me is my young boy, Malachi. How you doing? What's going on? What's new with you? How was your week? Talk to the people.
Man, what's good, y'all? I'm feeling good. You know what I'm saying? I got the low shave beard going. I did shout out to Detroit the Musical. I played a part in that. I did a song, my first musical I was in. I was super excited. So that's gonna be dope. I shaved the beard for that role. And my stand-up career is taking off, you know what I'm saying? I'm officially a comedian. You know what I'm saying? This is my bio. So I don't care what nobody say, man. I'm official, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to keep getting better. That's the whole thing. I'm a student of the game. I'm gonna remain that. So good to see y'all.
That's what's up, man. And I'm only laughing because it's him. You know what I mean? I ain't hating on him. You know what I mean? You know, me and Dan, and Jake, we one of his biggest supporters, man.
Yeah.
You know, when that nigga make it big, though, you know, don't forget, nigga, when you doing shit, we was there. You know,
hey, cause we still doing Mask Off. You know what I mean?
When you wasn't shit, we was there.
Right,
you know
right. Hey, but shout out to Jake though. You know what I'm saying? I gotta bring it back to Jake because I started doing comedy like 2 years ago. I had a couple bad runs and then I fell off, and so took 2 years off. And Jake was pushing me to get back to it. And I was also inspired by his grind in the stand-up game. And another shout out because I seen him live at Mark Ridley's, and the control that he had, it was just dope. It was dope to see. So he's been a big inspiration for me to get back in the game. And now I'm doing it now, Jake. So big salute, man.
What did you say?
You dedicate your life to Jake.
Like that.
He's dedicating his whole life to Jake now. This nigga.
I'm doing it for you, my man.
Yeah, yo.
Hey,
you did it for me. I'm doing it for you.
No, because real talk, without
Jake's still here, you know. Jake around the block somewhere.
Right, like this nigga died. Hey, but no, I cancel that. But real talk, if it wasn't for Jake, I don't know if I would have been going as hard right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I was inspired by his grind and also encouraged by him to get back into it. Because I knew eventually I had to get back into it, but it was the timing of it all. And then like when, you know, stuff started opening up this year, he kept pushing and he was doing it so hard. So it's like that helped me overcome my fear. And then you also as well, Dan, I remember the conversation I told about the story. Yeah, the story I told about the 2 bad situations I had. and you was like, so all you remember is the bad? What about the good? And I was like, dang, you right. And then Dan was like, so you ain't take their advice? And I was like, dang, I didn't take their advice. So it just put a mirror to myself and reflected what I wasn't doing, which was putting the work in.
Yeah.
So,
Tone, he said yes. So I tried this a few years ago, and in this first gig I had, the set was like a bomb. But then like the guy who I was there for, he came up and talked to me, and like he gave me these tips and stuff, and he said this like this was a bad thing. I was like, no, like the fact that this guy came up to you like told you what to work on, like that never happens inside this field. Most of the time they just go, oh man, you suck, nigga.
Right.
So it's like, yo, look at that as like a positive thing, not like a failure.
Yep.
And I had to. I
had to
remember
change
we
that.
it was a couple years back when we both went on like a open mic. You know what I
Yeah, the
mean?
independent. Yep.
Yep. I remember we did that. You know what I'm saying? And I remember he killed it then, but you was lacking that self confidence.
Yes.
I mean, but as an artist myself, I'm gonna big up you all the way around, and I just want to point out you ain't mentioned me and none of this so fucking support. So fuck you when I support your ass every goddamn day. And this ain't about me, but I hear how the fuck this is moving, and I just want to switch this shit all the way around now, nigga. Don't make everybody else your number one supporter, and then I look like a motherfucking hater. See, I'm peeping what's going on.
No, OG, I ain't get to you yet.
Man, fuck you. You might get to me.
Pay back on me, Dan.
We do
I
have
just want to give a big shout out to OG. OG holds me accountable. You know what I'm saying? OG holds me. Without the OG, man, I wouldn't know what to do, and I wouldn't know what other people would say if it wasn't for OG.
Fuck out of here. You know what the fuck people saying. You a smooth little dude. Anyway, we gonna keep it moving. Dan, how you doing, my brother? Because I can't take it. I can't take it no more.
I'm good, man. I got these heartfelt words about how I helped somebody. I'm like, man, this is what I do. This is I show love, I give love, I take love. I mean, this is what Mask Off is, man. But yeah. Don't know about you, Tone, but
I know. I'm all. You know what? Since Jake has left, I become the villain, and I'm gonna hold that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna own that, and I'm gonna hold that. I'll be the fucking villain. Fuck you, Malachi. Fuck you, Dan. You know what I'm saying? Von Week, I'm on your team now. You know what I mean? Two villains going at it.
Two villains.
You know what I mean? And with me, man, it's been a beautiful week, man. You know what I'm saying? My lady did a trunk or treat today. Her and the teenagers. I can't even say the kids because they getting big. Miguel and the little mama. They did a. That's what I call my son because he got this little mustache coming in. I call him Miguel. Anyway.
Yo, that's accurate though.
I was having a great week, man. I got some awesome news, so I'm excited about that. I believe in growth and change, and I think we spoke about this in a previous show. If things ain't moving in a direction in which you really want them to move in, it's up to you to make that change and make them right. And I took a couple steps forward to do that, and it's paying off. And I have to say that I want to give a shout out to Dan and Malachi and also DJ Touch. She's in the motherfucking building. Shout out to DJ Touch. You know what I mean? For being an inspiration and keeping me grounded as well. And I know how to give shout outs to people, unlike the young Malachi. And, but I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying something. You know what I mean?
Man.
All right, so you still the host of the show.
Right.
Oh, shit. I thought somebody was going to say something. Anyway.
That's dope, man. Good job.
I thought you was going to chime in. Anyway.
He wanted me to give another shout. That's what he wanted.
Yeah, I thought y'all. Yeah. That, that's me being a little cocky right there. I thought you was going to boost my ego a little bit more. But no, that didn't happen. Anyway, only way to get this show started, the way we get it started every week is we start out with a little bit of motivation coming from the young boy. Malachi, hit us with the motivational minute.
What up, though? Today's motivational minute is about attracting money, not chasing money. A lot of times we have this big thing about chasing the bag. You want to attract the bag. And when you add value to the world, when you add value to situations, to a job, to a business, you will attract that type of money that you want to make. So increase the value that you add so that way you can attract the money that you want to bring in. Somebody's only going to pay you for the more value that you add. So if you want to increase your money, increase your value. Don't chase, attract. That's your motivational minute. Boom.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And that could be applied to the conversation we just had. You know what I'm saying? Go after your value,
Yeah.
And that's one thing, we really need to keep in perspective, because a lot of people will kind of throw shine on your value. You know what I mean? And I've had people do that where they don't see what you see because their light is dim.
Right.
So because your light is shining, they want to get in the middle of it and block your blessings. But the biggest thing I learned is fuck them haters. You know what I mean? Keep it moving. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? They light is dim for a reason because they ain't choosing to be successful in whatever they trying to accomplish.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So if you trying to move forward, you need that motivational minute. Use this motivational minute to really push forward. Don't let nobody block your value. You know what I mean? Go get it. You know what I'm saying? Cash rules everything around me. Go get that cream.
Yeah, go get that cream. There was a show like a few weeks ago where this person sent inside the comments saying like what does it take like because he was trying to like find a job.
Yeah.
And I think my response was like, just pick like a skill that you have or like you want to have, and then like work on that, and then like really start to look for jobs with that skill in mind, because that's what you provide to somebody. Then like that got me to thinking about just started thinking about that, and I moved now to this whole thing like two questions I started to like bring up to myself now. One of them is like, how do you want to be valuable? Like because there are things that you might do, but like you don't want to do because that's not how you want to be perceived in the world. Right. So how do you want to be valuable, and like who do you want to be valuable to? So like the type of people you want to I don't know, like trade with and trade with, build with, and like sell to too, but I mean, but more so like a mutual exchange. Yeah, Tom?
I think part of it too is understanding your position with where you at. You know what I'm saying? Like if you work at McDonald's and you see that, you know, you could be more successful as a manager than on the fries, put yourself in a position where you're valuable. You know what I'm saying? People keep calling out, be available, be ready, willing, and able to step in and take that slot. Learn all you can learn. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's gonna be people that's gonna attempt to block, like I said, block those blessings. But with every obstacle, there's a way to maneuver around it. So don't let that be more so a distraction or a deterrent. Just learn to move and face those things head on and keep it moving. You know what I mean? Because it's going to always be something that's there. You know what I mean? And on another note too, man, like if you realize that working for somebody isn't the biggest thing that you need, and you need to be working for yourself, you know. And I had a young man come and service my lawn, and he said, man, I realized for myself that I do not like working for people. I don't like people telling me what to do. I want to be my own man, create my own way of living. So he created his own lawn service, and which I thought was super dope, because I'm looking at he's like in his early 30s, you know, and great credit. And he was able to establish a sense of purpose, you know what I mean, for himself without being up under somebody's thumb. He learned the game, he worked in the field, he learned it, and he moved on and created his own outlet. And sometimes that's what it takes for you to be successful. Right. Get all the information you need from something and then keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to keep it moving too to these comments, bro.
Yes, sir.
Do we got anything popping off right now?
Yep. We got in our chat, we got shout out to DJ Touch in the building.
DJ Touch is in the motherfucking building. Shout out to DJ Touch.
He said, good evening, fellas. She said, musicals drive me insane. Just say what you have to say. No need to sing it.
Oh, man. You know, I told y'all I'm doing audio description, right? Shout out to Colleen Downey, you know what I mean, for audio descriptors of the Midwest. And I'm a part of that group. And
dope.
We just did Rent. And they sung every fucking thing in the show. And what audio description do is we audio describe the set for The Blind. So if you are going to the Broadway musical at the Fisher Theater or the Orchestra Hall sometime between now and I forgot when the season is over. I want to say like next July or whatever, June or July. Look for us. We'll be there, and we'll be describing these shows for the blind, or or anybody with a disability that involves sight. So look out for us, man. That's what we doing, and come check us out.
Dope. Yep. DJ Touch also said, how did you become the Angry Bird, Tom?
Because they be hating, man.
Oh, it's us.
They be hating, man.
Is us, you know what I'm saying? Planet Ant Chat, we got Von Wink.
We knew it. Winky Dinks.
He said, Detroit musical equals Detroit be damned. I don't know why you hating on the musical. All right.
I think that was the first name of the show. Like,
oh, okay. Okay.
Oh.
At least the motivational minute was something other than focus for once.
we made special. we had to stop the presses and make it something that focus.
You know
Right.
what? I ain't gonna do my young boy like that. That's for, behind the scenes. Fuck you, Wiki Beans.
Hey, I'll take it. Hey, it made me stronger. You feel me? I'm like, okay. It's funny because when Dad asked you for the motivational minute, the first thing I thought of as a joke is like, focus on your bread. He said the love of money is the root of all evil. If money rules everything around you, it's because you let it.
Talk about it soon.
Well, this was a play on hip hop and a shout out to Jake. So, bro, back.
We have Tom in the building. What he do? He said Malachi's feeling the sweater weather. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to punch it. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's one of my favorite hoodies. You feel me? I'm just trying to stay prestige. That's all. We got. He said, shout out to Jacob Russell. Yes, indeed. On that similar vibe and note to Big Tones, don't forget us. Reminding me about a way to make this about Tom on 100. My mentor once said, Tom, you made it to grad school. I knew if I always doubted you long enough, you would make it one day.
That's powerful. Shout out to him.
He said, haha, man, my mentor hated on me so hard. That's a good point. Sometimes you need that. You need people to keep you grounded. You know what I'm saying? Keep you humble. He said, if they do block you, run through them like the second best running back of all time, Jerome the Bus Bettis.
Whoa. He is not the second best. He is the best.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That struck a nerve because I am a all-time Bettis fan. Don't do that, Tom. Don't do that, baby.
Hey, shout out to, he went to McKenzie too. Shout out to the Bus. We got, he said the best running back is obviously Sanders. That's what he said. Wow.
He ain't from the D. I'm going with Bettis. You know what I'm saying? He from the D. And he won the chip in the D. Shout out to Bettis.
Shout out to the Bus. He said, Big Tone, can you describe audio for Patrice Russians? Forget Me Not, especially for the people, TikTokers who will think Will Smith originally made that for the MIB song. Wow.
That's a plug from our conversation we had. Shout out to Tom.
That's what we got rocking right now.
That's what's up, man. On a side note, too, man, me and Tom, we starting to develop something. And so I want to give a shout out to Tom, too, man. I'm learning. I'm teaching him the game, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to music, you know, and he teaching me the ways of white supremacy. And like, let me stop. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to have dialogue. We had dialogue this morning, my brother, and it was good to have dialogue with you. You know what I mean? Woke time. That's what's up. You know what I mean? But we gonna move to another situation that's going on. We're gonna get even woker with our main topic, our group discussion. So pen it in for me. Let me get down to it. Group discussion. Group discussion. Group discussion. So on that note, we're gonna introduce our. I'm gonna give it to the young boy so he can introduce our guest speaker today. Our guest and go ahead, Malachi.
Yes, sir. So cash rules everything around me. We talking that cheddar cheese, we talking that money, and we have a special guest, one of the OGs, day one homies from college days. We definitely excited to have him. He is a financial analyst, works for a major corporation. He does some other things on his own as far as being an entrepreneur. So we want to give a warm mask off. Welcome to Jean Ceant. What it do?
Orillas.
What's going on? Yes, sir.
Welcome.
In the building. So we gonna just, how you feeling today? First of all, man, what's going on with you?
Man, I feel good, man. It was a Friday. I actually had the day off per se, so I had it off for what I had to do. But the wifey had me doing 1,000 things. But it was a good day.
Yeah, that's how it worked, man. Man, the wifey, it's like, nah, I'm just talking. Yeah. Anyways, but
what?
Nothing, man. Nothing. So yeah, that's good, man. It's good to see that you're feeling good. We definitely excited to have you in, man. Let's get right to it, man. Tell the people a little bit about what you do and what you do as a financial analyst, and a little bit about yourself.
Sure, man. So for financial analyst is more for the organization I work for. Is just making sure we review our 10Ks, which is our well, not only the 10K, but the 10K is one of them, and also our quarterly reporting, making sure that everything is legit, all the information is accurate, stats and so forth. Because again, that goes to the SEC and so forth. So they'll review all that shit and make sure that everything is on point. So we review it, put it together, and then the big dogs go out there and present it, and just have all the questions and everything ready for them when they need to answer any questions.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so checks and balances. Go ahead.
Yeah, can you explain what a 10K is too? Because I know it based on that's the thing you're supposed to read when you want to buy a stock, right?
Right. So the 10K is supposed to give you everything that's going in within those organization. It's supposed to show you the balance sheet, income statement. It has all the accounting documents on the bottom. But on the top of it, what it does, it tells you, where is this company going? Where is this company putting its capital investments? Is it putting it in R&D, research and development? Is it putting it in, additional opportunities where it can, if it's looking to buy more assets, sell more assets? So it basically walks you through what the outlook is or what the mind frame of this company is. And based off of that, you decide if, man, depending on where this company is going, I want to invest my money or I don't want to invest my money. And for current investors who are already in the organization, it lets them know, do they want to double down or if they want to get out? You know what I mean? So the 10K gives you all that information. It's for the actual investors themselves.
Wow. Okay. That's pretty interesting.
That was a lot, man. You kind of jumbled that off. This is what I do. I do this every day.
Hey, that's why he's on here.
You know what I mean? This is what I do, baby. You know what I mean? We went to the prestigious Defiance College in Defiance, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Defiance College. And,
yes, sir.
One of the things that I want to know in particular, because I know we didn't really have much of a path. Well, I didn't. But because you was a year ahead of me, my question to you was this something that you kind of wanted to go into during that time? And did you plan this, or it kind of fell into your lap, or was this the plan all along? How was it?
Nah, man, I give all glory to God on this one, man, because growing up, we only know what we see. And I didn't see engineers growing up, you know what I mean? So it was definitely God's blessing. I went to school thinking I want to be an engineer. Then I got with an advisor and I told him I hated science. So if you took out science and engineering, you left with accounting. And so that was that direction he gave me. It was like, hey, your grades are real strong in accounting. and science, you're missing some steps. So I was like, I don't really want to mess with that science too much. And so he directed me to accounting and went to there. And then I was fortunate enough to get with this organization here. I've been with them for a little bit over 20 years. So that's crazy too. I recently hit 20 and didn't think that was going to happen in corporate America, but it did,
Wow, that's crazy, bro.
That's
crazy. 20 years with one company.
Yeah.
Yo, and I was just talking before you came on about if the shit ain't working for you, dip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you I'm sure you was stuck around the good times, the bad times, the in between times, the damn, will I have a job tomorrow times? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm sorry, Malachi. I gotta ask this question.
Go ahead.
How has that been 20 years in the game doing the same job with longevity? How has that been something you've been able to maneuver? Because me, sometimes I'm more so Ned, as my friend that I work with, you say, I'm more Ned Stark than I am anything, because shit, if it ain't right with me, it ain't right, and I gotta express how ain't right it is. You know what I mean? So tell me, how you been able to do it 20 fucking years, bro? That is beautiful.
Man, I'll say one thing. I mean, besides the grace of God, man, is you got to surround yourself with the right people, giving you guidance, and you still got to make your own decision, but surround yourself with people who you like, dang, 20 years in the game, 10 years in the game, kind of see what they do right and what they do wrong. And then, you filter your own path though, you know what I mean? But you still got to make sure you got the right people around you is one. And then the other one is, man, just realizing this is a chess game. This is not a checkers game. It's not what's my next move. It's 2 or 3 moves after that. And once you can get comfortable with 2 or 3 moves and understand 2 or 3 moves, then you move. It's not, you don't just move just to get another pawn, man. You got to move to try to get that bishop or try to get that, queen or somebody, you know what I mean? But you gotta be smart about it, man. It's not checkers, bro. It really isn't.
Yeah. Plus, yeah. So you've been at the same place for that long, but we checked out your LinkedIn, and you moved up a few times, more than once, multiple times, constantly moving up, taking on new jobs, taking on more pay. But what can you tell us about working to move up inside like a place like that? How to succeed inside that sense?
Man, you going back to the chess analogy is being real with yourself, knowing like, you know what, I don't want to be here or I don't want to be there. Know what you don't want, first of all. Don't let nobody put you in a position, because now you're going to be in there, now you're going to be mad at you in that position. So be true to yourself and say, you know what, that ain't the right move for me. And then don't make that move. And also the other thing is, don't let anybody put you in a box. One thing I'll share with the younger folks at the company, especially when I talk with some of the Black folks, like, bro, just because you're an accountant don't mean you got to stay in accounting, throughout that time, because you're going to reach a ceiling. So if you look at my the path that I've had, I've jumped out of accounting a long time ago. I mean, I'm an accountant. I know that shit. I know that shit like the back of my hand, bro. Like, there's nothing else I'm going to do to learn. So where else can I go somewhere that's like I'm a little uncomfortable, and I can go there and I can learn, and I'm going to make mistakes. Mistakes is good. Like, people are afraid of making mistakes. No, go make a mistake and learn something instead of doing something you already know. Then you're not valuable to the company. It's like, I can go get 1,000 of you. But now if you're a motherfucker who knows, excuse my language, if you know, this part of the company.
We've heard words on here.
It's mask off. Yeah.
Yeah. If you know this part, now, guess what you are? You're a little bit more valuable. So yeah, I actually kind of want to keep you. If I gotta let somebody go, I can replace him with a contractor. I can't replace the knowledge that you know, because you know 2, 3, 4 different things.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So becoming irreplaceable.
Yeah. Hey, that's
asset.
And that right there is real.
That's good advice. That's good.
That's real good advice. You know what I'm saying? Because you being a black man, you know what I'm saying, starting from the bottom and grinding your way up 20 years. I mean, obviously your mentality has taken you far. So I want to talk a little bit more about what you've dealt with being a black man, particularly in a mainly white corporation. You know what I'm saying? And some of the things that you dealt with, some of the things probably you felt, you know what's going on, even though they allowed you to move up. What's some of the things you dealt on the back end?
Man, there's some stories.
Hey, mask off. Remember that.
Hey, there's some stories, man.
Yeah, don't get fired though.
I'll share one story with
nigga.
you. I'll share one story with you.
Don't get fired, nigga.
Nah, you good. It was I was actually, so I've had multiple roles. One of the organizations I was in was our auditing role. And so I had along the way of my growth, I always made sure I don't want to say made friends, but the image that I left with everyone within that organization has been extremely positive. The good thing about that is if you ever have an off day, people are like, oh, you know what? That don't sound like him. So they give you the benefit of the doubt. So, but this was the exact opposite, where I was in a meeting with an individual and everything in the mid, like I sat in that seat that the person was in, and now they're actually, you know, auditing my group or whatever. And they were just way off base. And I just told them, you know, I don't agree. And the person made a comment of, you know what, I don't feel comfortable right now. And it was a white female. And I said, huh? It threw me off. And when she said that, I was like, you know, hold on one second. So I walked out the office. I went to find the director, and I shared with her the comment that this young lady just made. So the director went off like, oh, heck no, because the director knew that I've never made anybody feel like that. And so as word went around the company, I mean, people were like, oh, no, you know, there's a whole bunch of different people who were not only backing me, but like, what is this person talking about? Because the image that I have placed, you know, over these time is to show you that not only do I support this company, but, you know, I am a company person, you know what I mean? So just those kind of things, man, like when those things come about, not everybody's like that. And don't take everyone, you know, is out to get you. Find those who can support you and really get an opportunity to network with them. Let them see the true you. Let them see the authentic you. And later on in life, man, later on in your career, those will be the same individuals who will be an ally that'll speak up for you.
So you're saying, big homie, she tried to pull a Karen on you?
Man, hey, this was before Karen. This lady tried to go, but you know, the good thing about it though is what a lot of folks don't realize, every time we walk into the office, even on my off day, I'm better than you on your best day. Because I walk in ready.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of folks, they just think, oh, I'm going into work. Me, like I'll sit in the car for a minute, like, okay, is my shit right? My hair right? It's funny, I told my boss that. He's like, why do you do that? I just shook my head because they'll never understand it. They'll never understand it. Like we have to come 100% prepared every day. You know what I mean? But for them, you know, it's just like, oh yeah, I'm coming into work. But like for me, nah, bro, it's like this every day for me. You know what I mean?
Was it you stay ready, you don't have to get ready?
Hey, you know that's what Coach told us though, right? That's what Coach Rob used to say. Hey, he said,
hell, you lost you for a bit.
What'd you say?
Nah, I think I'm back. You got me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, just a quick one from the same thing. So you talked about how you built up you built up your rep at work, but one of the things that's constantly talked about as like a roadblock for like black folks to like succeed in there is that it's not just at work, but it's like outside of work too, trying to get in those like those boys clubs, that golf club, talking with them outside of work. Has that been something that you've dealt with, or like how do you do that? Because it's not like you and them hang out like these same spots and stuff. So
man, you gotta there's an actual not a course, but there's actual not program, it'll come to me, but basically there's something called the PI model. And you guys can Google it. That shit comes up on Google. It's funny. I love Google, right? You can Google this shit. But the PI model is performance, image, and exposure. At the beginning of your career, it's all about performance. You need folks to understand, like, damn, this motherfucker's smart. He'll work hard. They'll do what they need to do. So that's performance. As you grow in your career, you have to transition. And the thing is, Black folks get stuck in the P part of the PI model. Performance. Put your head down and just keep working hard, and you'll get somewhere someday. Preach. No, what they didn't tell you is the next stage is image, and what that is leaving a lasting experience, leaving a lasting touch everywhere you go. Hold on a second.
As you lose your image.
Yeah, I know my image done messed up, huh?
No, man, that's a great one. Like, I haven't heard of the pie chart, but as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I did.
Right.
Google it, man.
He dropping jewels today, baby.
All jewels. I love it.
Go ahead and Google that. But the image is saying, what do others think about you yourself, right? And so now, once you built your image, next, which is the most important one to take you from individual contributor to a leader, is exposure. And that's what you're talking about right now. Exposure means exposing yourself to some of these other folks, so they like, okay, this dude is smart, so we know we want to keep you. Next, he has a good reputation. Now I want to get to know him personally, so I'm gonna invite him to dinner. I'm gonna invite him out to drinks. I'm gonna invite him to this organization thing. Now you're exposing yourself, and once they're exposed to you, these C-level executives are exposed to you, they actually expose you to others. You know what I mean? So that exposure piece is extremely important to go from an individual contributor to become a leader. The thing is, they don't teach that to us. And I say they, I mean, our within our community, we just tell each other, keep your head down and keep working.
Yeah,
but we have to teach each other. Hey, no, you're supposed to go out.
Mantra, right?
Right. You're supposed to go out to these lunches, to these golf courses, you're supposed to go out to that. One thing a mentor taught me, man, every mentor I've had who's been a big mentor has always been a Black executive. And one thing one of them taught me was you always keep a tux ready. Every Black person, every person, period, should have a tux in their closet. Because you're going to get a call one day and say, hey, somebody bowed down. Can you attend this dinner? And if you don't have a tux, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, then you're going to walk in there with a suit on. Everybody got a tux on. So spend that $400, get you a tux, put in that closet. The philosopher Seneca said, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Meaning, if you stay ready, you don't got to get ready. Because there's windows in your career, there's windows in your life that are game changers. And if you're not ready for that game changer, if you're not prepared for it, it's going to come and it's going to close, and you miss the mark, and you're going to blame it on everybody else.
Oof.
Man, I am ready to run through a fucking wall.
Man, who you telling?
What I tell you, boy? What I tell you? Orilla, stand up, baby.
Man, hey, he
stand up.
He dropping some heat. Dropping some
this
heat.
This is my big homie, man. He definitely, you know what I mean?
Man,
I saw you had your finger up, Tony. You had something? Or
yeah, I was going to say in reference to the pie
pie model.
Yeah, the pie model.
Never heard
this
of it.
This is some of the things that we was exposed to playing football.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When we was in college, like our coach always, hey, look, you perform on the field, you know what I'm saying? Your image or who you are, that goes a long way. So you always be on the up and up. And then he will put us in positions where we expose ourselves to different cultures and different environments. So that model itself has been around forever. We didn't call it what it was.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I learned that. And then next thing you know, you're doing that on a job and you don't even know you've already been exposed to it. Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, you can take that and apply it to sports like you did. You can apply it to like the corporate world. I mean, for us, you can can apply it to like the arts world too. It's like you need your skills first. You need to be good at it first. Then you need to like sort of make sure that you have your look that's unique to you, making sure that you got your look, your style, and all of that stuff that people want. But then it's you need to put yourself out there too for that last one, and like that is the last part that we just talked about it that I personally need to work on. But yeah, man, that is I love that. I love that pie model.
Same. Great. Man, you dropping some major jewels, man. And we actually going to keep it moving. The next thing I want to talk about is the entrepreneurial spirit. This is the fruit of our hard work. The belief, say no, New Jack City line, y'all ain't catch it. All right, cool. Anyways, so we're gonna talk. I want to talk about that entrepreneurial spirit and what do you have going in that arena and some of the things that you got going on.
Hold on, you do got a G Money look to you though, bro. I just noticed that. You do, Malachi.
He does.
You do look like G Money a little bit.
Am I my brother's keeper?
I'm my brother's keeper.
Nah, man, with the entrepreneurship, man, again, it goes back to that opportunity, right? One of the things we got going on, man, is with these game trucks, man, things have really it's gone real well, man. It really has. And again, besides giving glory to God, man, it was opportunity, right? Like I was ready. I always knew I would go into something. I didn't know what it was, but it was more like, well, at least be prepared for it. Be prepared for the opportunity. So an opportunity came, man, and I did the research. I even flew up to Michigan, man, and sat with one of the guys that we went to school with who had something similar, but I knew I could do it better. So I went up there, met with him, man, got an idea, came back home, did some homework. Then I reached out to some experts, got the information. You know, you had to put some money out there. You got to make money. You got to spend money to make money, right? And so I invested in some things, man, and they showed me how to make it work. And I kind of blew it up and did a game truck, got another one going. We just launched one over in California, getting ready to launch one in Philadelphia. Next thing is to put one in Florida, man. Just growing, man. I read a book. It says if the minute you're comfortable, something's wrong. You got to get uncomfortable, man. You gotta if you're uncomfortable, that means you know, like Coach said, you keep your head on the swivel. The minute you're up, like if you're up in the game by 20 points, you start playing kind of lazy. But if the score is tied or you down by a little bit, man, your head is on a swivel. You're doing your thing. So get uncomfortable, man. I got uncomfortable, got into the trucking business itself. That's real uncomfortable. People tell you about all the money. It's a lot of money for the drivers. It's a lot of money for these shippers. But man, as an owner, man, you work, bro. You work day in and day out, man. So don't be afraid to fail. If you ask me what would I tell a young entrepreneur or potential entrepreneur, there is no failure in entrepreneurship. It's just learning. You do something one way. If it don't work, you learn from that and you keep moving.
Wow. I know we talking about entrepreneurship, but I want to bounce to something that I think we haven't covered. I know you are an advocate of stocks, you know what I mean, and checking out the market and everything. If I'm interested in that, what would be some of the steps I could take to get into that, you know? And I don't know much about it. What can I do to try to, as a young Black person, if I'm in the stocks and bonds, other than when you first get a job and they say you want to invest in this and that and that and this and watch your money grow, but you really don't know what you're doing. What's some of the things that I can do to help me know more about it? And would you happen to have a tip?
I'll say, I mean, a couple things. If we're talking about, you know, company matching, if you got your company who will match, if they're gonna match 5%, you put 5% in. If they're gonna match 10%, you put 10% in. If they're gonna match 5%, don't put 10% in. Put in 5% because that's free money they're giving you. And most companies they manage it for you. Let them manage that shit because they know what they're doing. You know, you're not gonna get the most, but you're gonna get enough to where you wouldn't have got none of it, right? So take that match. When it comes to individual stock investing, bro, like besides reading and understanding, I always tell people the same thing whenever they ask me about it. Get you a brokerage, like whether it's TD Ameritrade, Scottrade went out of business. I think TD Ameritrade bought them, but one of those, right? And so it's real cheap. They, it's like $3, $5 every time you buy stock. So don't worry about that. But the tip I have is find something you're interested in. I always use the analogy of Nike, right? So with Jordan, right? So you could buy Nike stock. If you watch Nike stock, whenever Nike is getting ready to release a new pair of Jordans, their stock goes up, right? Because the reason their stock goes up is because people are like, oh, this Jordan. And then because everybody gonna go out and buy it. And then what's gonna happen after the new Jordan comes out, stock goes back down. New Jordan come up, stock goes up. The same way, Walt Disney, when a new Disney movie like that movie, like Frozen type movie come out, their stock is gonna go up, right? Because again, people are buying into it. And then after like, oh, it's a great movie, the stock goes down. The stock market goes up and down regardless of what you do. That's part of the hold on a second, let me get this light to come back on, boss.
I hope you don't be in a situation where your car don't start.
I won't even tell you, man. I'm not even gonna talk about it. My car, I won't even talk about it, right? But anyway, man, with that, like find something you're interested in, whether it be comics, whether it be like if it's a female and she's really big into Louis Vuitton or whatever it is, bro. Like understand the dynamics of what you're buying into. I want to use another example, like the PlayStation, like Nintendo, Sony, right? So when the new PlayStation went out, Sony stock went up because everybody knew, oh, the new PlayStation is coming out. Then after a while, it's going to go back down. When the next PlayStation is going to come out, it's going to go up. Same way with Apple. Same way with, I mean, it's not rocket science. It's the same thing for whichever stock it is. So find you something that you really are interested in. Go about 3 or 4 months, watch the stock, watch things that you normally read, and you'll get that pattern on what it does, and then follow the pattern. You sell high, you buy low. Don't get greedy. If you buy it at $3, when it gets to $4, get the fuck out. Even if it goes to $4.50, it's gonna go back down to $3. Then buy some more. Don't say, oh man, it's at $4.50. I'm gonna ride it out. No, dummy. It's gonna go back down. The stock market goes up and it goes down, goes up and goes down. So just don't be greedy. That's the thing. Don't be greedy with the stock market. That's my tip. Don't be greedy.
Okay, I like that, man. You dropping some major heat, man. I'm telling you, we really appreciating it. I wanna piggyback on that. Why do you think it's important for people to be entrepreneurs, or to get into the stock market, especially Black people? Why do you think that's important for us?
Freedom. Freedom to wake up one day and say, I'm not going to move till about 10 o'clock this morning. Or 4 o'clock in the morning, you wake up like, you know what, let me do something. As an entrepreneur, you don't have a start and stop time. Your start time is when you say, man, I need to grind. Your start time is when you say, I need to grind. Your stop time when he's like, okay, I'm going to grind again tomorrow. As an entrepreneur, you go on vacation, your business is still making money. So while you're on vacation, you're making money. As an entrepreneur, like I said, you're going to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning because there's this client you're really trying to get. 4 o'clock in the morning. As an entrepreneur, it might be 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You go have a drink because you're like, you know what? I've done enough for the day. It gives you that freedom and that flexibility to start and stop, because when you work for somebody, they tell you when to start and when to stop. I read this little meme. This was a long time ago. I shared this with Tony, actually. It said this guy was walking into work, right? And he see the CEO, and the CEO is standing next to a nice Lamborghini. And he tells the CEO, man, that's a nice Lamborghini. And the CEO tells him, yeah, man, if you work as hard as you worked last year, I'll get me another one next year.
It's messed up.
Yo,
that's crazy.
I gotta sit on that for a second. What?
Yeah.
Yo, quick question though, and we're gonna go to the chat. how do you balance working for someone else and working for yourself
Good
at the
question.
same time throughout the day? Like, it's not a many hours in a day. How do you balance that, bro?
It's a grind. Tony, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm in the gym, and then I go to work, and then I'm usually in there like around. I usually get them from about 7 till about 5, and then from about 6 till about 9 is my time. But if I don't give me my time, I'm gonna always be giving them their time. So and you got to have a purpose, right? You got to have a plan. You got to have a focus. Like, what's your plan? Work your plan. Make sure your plan makes sense. So, I mean, I have a plan, right? I mean, there's a number in my head, not dollar wise, but a number in my head of age wise that, okay, at that point there, I'll be situated enough to where I could walk away and still have, now I'm my own and I know what I'm doing. I know what it can do. I know what it's going to bring. I know what the return is going to be. So I'm working my plan, bro.
And,
Wow,
and,
man.
and part of that plan, I always tell you to make time for family too.
Yeah, yeah,
You can have your plan, but also make time for family because family's important, man. You could be
yeah.
doing all this shit and just drop dead tomorrow.
Like like
And
we like we've talked about. Like I use the vacation. Like when I go on vacation with my family, I don't think about nothing else. I don't have to because I got paid from work, so that covers the going,
Mm,
and the business running covers the staying. While I'm
mm.
there, I'm not worried about how much. Man, I've seen. It's gonna sound bad, but I've seen people go on vacation, and they're on vacation, but they got to figure out, okay, what can we spend? Because guess what? Last month, we didn't have nothing, so we saved up for this month. Now we're on vacation for this month, but we said we're on vacation. We got to watch our spending. We got to watch this. Like for me, that's not what I want. Like, and my kids and family know, like when I'm grinding, I'm grinding. You know what I mean? I'll be up. I'll come and lay you in bed 10 o'clock, and I might go back downstairs and jump on the computer.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So it's a grind, and it's okay to grind. It, to me, like I want my kids to see, like, damn, like let's say something happened to me, right? I want them to be like, damn, you know what? That motherfucker was working, man. He was setting us up. Like, man, I'll tell you, like I said, I got a plan, bro. My and I, I'll share a little bit of that. Like my plan is to not only have my kids settle. I want to have my kids settle, but when I go, I want everything that I have to go to their kids.
Mm.
Now, for them, when they become an adult, they don't have to worry about their kids. So
Wow.
they can hopefully start worrying about their kids, hopefully, but if they have to take care of themselves for, ill mistakes, or ill learned lessons, let's do that, they can take care of themselves, but they don't have to worry about their children. Like, so that's how I want to set up, man. I want to set them up. But then when I go, I want everything to be left to that next generation, possibly. You know what I mean?
Beautiful,
that's so super dope, bro.
man.
And I, I know him personally, so I'm just honored to just be in his presence for many years, and just having him on the show today is just a blessing, man.
Yeah,
So you
same.
can speak these jewels and gems.
Mm.
Malachi, you got something else to say before
Yeah,
we go to these
yeah,
comments?
yeah. I got one more. Let's hit this last one. So, you're talking about this financial literacy and entrepreneurial spirit. What do you think are? What's your thoughts on either teaching it or how can people become more knowledgeable by learning it in the Black community?
I'm good with teaching it. Like the not the struggle. It is the timing.
Okay.
If you gave me the knowledge I had today when I first started, it'd be ill wasted
Mm.
because I wouldn't have been ready for it. Right there, you have to kind of get some scars to understand and to learn and be like, oh, now I get it. Because there's many things my parents tried to teach me, but it wasn't until I actually put my feet in that fire, I'm like, this is what they was talking about.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And so it is identifying at what stage. Remember I talked about the pie model? You
Right.
cannot talk exposure to somebody who first starts with the company. Because if you do, they'll be like, oh, I'm about to try to go to dinner and lunch with everybody. Like, don't nobody know you. You ain't put no groundwork in here. You didn't do anything, bro. We don't know who you are, what you doing. Like, why would I spend time and give you my time when I don't know if you're gonna do the work? Why would I speak up for you when I don't know when you're gonna do the work? So it is different levels that you need to give. Like they say, you're supposed to feed a baby, certain foods, right? And then as they grow, you give them more substance. That and it's funny because the Bible tells you that, but you don't understand it until you understand. They're not talking about food; they're talking about everything else in life.
Man,
Wow.
Preach.
Man, I'm telling you, I really have enjoyed this. A lot of stuff that you're telling, I may have heard before, but it's hitting different right now for some reason. So I just want to thank you, man.
Because he an old rilla, that's why.
Nah, I appreciate. Hey, I really, like I told you guys earlier, man. I love the show, man. I tell Tone, I watch it. I probably don't watch it as much as I should, but like in my commute, I'm sitting there and I'm listening to you guys, man. I think what you guys are doing is great. I think what this show needs is more exposure, more people to be listening, be like, man, you know what, these brothers is really trying to make a change. That's really what we're trying to do, right? Like this the best time to be black, man. So just making that change, and each person we all got a responsibility, though. We all got a responsibility.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being responsible to your ability.
Man, I'm about to get the work.
Man, for real.
Right. Yeah, one last thing. I know we really don't have a gem of the week, but I just want to hit this to Mr. Ceant. What's one of the books that you've been checking out that could probably influence somebody on here? Give us a gem of the week for tonight.
Hold on, let me get this light to come back on. Let me get this light to come on, man. So this is not my car, right? So I'm trying to work this thing. Hold on, man.
Oh, man, you locked in now.
Oh, there it is. Gem of the week. Gem of the week.
A book or a movie? Probably a book. Hopefully a book.
Yeah, book.
Oh, it's going to be a book.
Man, hey, so look. All right, excuse the language, excuse the name of this book, but this is one. Well, I'll give you two books. What's it called? Sneaker Dog. What's the Nike guy's book? Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Phil Knight.
Yeah, Phil Knight's book. Something dog. Shoe Dog.
All right, I'll look it up.
I think it's Shoe Dog.
It's Shoe Dog.
Great book. It shows you, man. Like, hey, that is a great book. Shoe Dog is a great book to read, man. Like, if you want inspiration and you want, like, you know what, I'm gonna run through a wall, read that book there, because the dude is speaking some shit. The second book is called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck.
Yeah.
That is the name of the book. Tony know about it because I sent it to him. Dog, the book lets you know that, you know what, it's black and white. It's either making you money or not making you money. It's your fault. It's a great book, but you gotta be a little bit more mature to read that book, man. You gotta be ready to, like, say, okay, you know what? Like they say, fuck you. You're cool, and keep moving.
Okay. Great nuggets.
Yeah, so that was specifically for Tom, because I know Tom is an avid reader. So you can check those out, Tom. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the comment section, and I don't know if you watch the show, you said you have. So people that's in the comment section, they'll ask you questions, and you can kind of chime in and answer them yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do we got anything that's going on in the chat?
DJ Touch, she said, Jean. She said, can I get a hot stock to invest in? With the disclaimer over the air, of course.
All right, disclaimer over the air. You one that you missed was Tesla, because Tesla did that split. But right now, I would say, a good one is Hertz. Hertz is a stock to put on your watch list. Yeah, Hertz. Remember, Hertz went down like during the pandemic. Like, they shit was done, and it was like at $1 something, right? And then they it was like at $1. Then it went to like $5, and they said, "Oh, we're gonna stop," because they was in bankruptcy. And guess what? They actually raised enough money during bankruptcy to come out of bankruptcy, and then they stock claim out, and they split it a certain way that you got a cash amount. All that's just talking. But anyway, Hertz is a good one to watch. What's another one? Apple is still real good to watch right now as well, because Apple does this. It is cynical. Like, it repeats itself, whatever that word is. But so yeah, there you go. But if you look at Apple, I want you to go look back at their stock starting back in 2009. Apple went really high to like $700-800. And they said, "Oh, this is too high," and it split 8 ways. So if you had one, you got 8, and it went to $100. Then it went up back high to about $500-600, and this was probably 2 years ago. It split again, and then it went back down to like 110, 115. Now it's making its way back up to about $200. History repeats itself.
Okay.
Once it gets to about $400 or $500, they might do what they've done in the past. So those are a couple of stocks, man. I don't deal too much with the penny stocks. I have one. When they say penny stocks, I used to thought they meant like a penny. That shit ain't a penny. It's just less than $10, but it ain't a penny, man. Ford is another one, but Ford is high right now. Ford is one that normally is around $12 to $10. Right now they're running around $16. So Ford is another one to look at.
Nice. So one question though, if I'm naive to the stocks, like like I said before, and you say I invest in it, when you say pull out, do they give you your money? Like they give you a certain amount of money when you pull out, or
yeah, it's your money. So it's like let's say the stock is worth $5 and you put $500 in, so you got 100 shares. Let's say that stock goes to $6. Now you have your shares of 100 is now worth $600. If you sell it, they're going to give you $600. You made $100. My recommendation I usually give folks is if you buy it at $5, you buy 500 shares. So and then when it gets to $6, sell 100. So now you've at least made your money. Now you're playing with the house money.
That's dope.
Good.
That's dope. We got any more comments?
Yep, we got DJ Touch again. She said, "Speaking of dark, F it." That's when your light kept coming off. And she said, "Talk facts, very well said. Great guest, fellas." And I'm not just saying that because I know him. She also said, "This is my favorite one." She said, "He made me want to slam a book down, walk into my office, and say, I'm about this shit."
You are
for real.
You are.
I'm about to get my life together for real.
No, real talk. His brother up at 4 in the gym. I was like, man, what am I doing?
Hey, that's the only time you're gonna get it in, man. I got kids, man. I can't do it after work. I can't do it. I got kids, man. So you only got 24 hours. You gotta sleep, eat, and do what you gotta do.
Gotta get it done. I love it. Impression. I think this is what Von Wink said. I don't know if he said impression or impressed. Whatever. He said, "What's a game truck?" That's a question for you.
Oh yeah, man. It's literally a for birthday parties, all type of events. We pull up, the kids walk in, they have video games. Like we got like 5 TVs inside, and each TV we got the PlayStation 5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and the kids are basically playing video games for 2 hours. So it is bounce house for kids who are over 6 years old.
Makes sense.
Pitch too. Yeah, you can tell you worked on the
Oh yeah, they want us to stay forever. Like the parents be like, "Can you stay a little bit longer?" You know what I mean? No, it's legit.
Nice. Okay. We got in the Facebook chat, we got Tom. And shout out to Tom. He got some type of sticker on his thing. It say anniversary follower. So that's what's up. That might not be for us. I think that's for the anyways. He said, "Happy to see you on the show." That's what he said to you. He said, thank you, Dan, for asking what a 10K is. He said, "Tam, Malachi over here talking about New Jack City, not passenger 57.
You see that before it about the index funds?
I don't see that.
He said, Mr. Ceant, is it worth investing in index funds for long-term investment, or is it better to buy those individual stocks?
Oh, after that, I didn't get to that yet. Now, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, those index funds it's safer. It is basically saying that you're buying a whole bunch of the same type of funds, right? And so as that commodity goes up, you win. As that commodity goes down, you might you might have to make some changes. But me personally, I pick and choose which ones within those funds that I like. Like again, instead of looking at the motor industry, I look at Ford. Instead of looking at these new hybrid cars, I invest in Neo. You know what I mean? So I don't follow an industry per se. I actually prefer to go with each individual company. It's a lot riskier, but the rewards are a lot better as well.
Okay, makes sense. He said, I feel like these quotes about experimenting and failing. I'm a big advocate for fail fast to learn fast. Good point, Tom. Ceant, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's what you were trying to say earlier about the stocks repeating. I appreciate hearing Mr. Ceant bring him up. Oh, Ceant. Anyways, I get into. I need to
Malachi,
read
that's his last name, bro.
Oh.
Man, just read the comments, man.
He said, I want to get into stockism. A year back to exercise some calm at work. So I need to read more. I don't even know what that say.
Oh my God.
Anyway, he said that Lambo meme was brutal, and he appreciated the book suggestions.
I appreciate you taking your time on that, Malachi.
Man, that hurt. That hurt. I gotta lay down now.
Oh God. But that's all we got in the chats.
Yeah, that's what we got rocking, man.
Yo, my brother from another mother, Orilla stand up. You know what we do. You know what I'm saying? I would like to personally thank you for coming on board, as well as the fellas, man. Do you have anything you want to say before you roll up out of here? Other than that light?
These lights going off again.
He said, "No, I'm out right now."
Hold on. So I'm not. I keep telling you, I'm not in my car because my car for this thing here. So I valeted my car, but one of the other guys, he's like, "Man, you just go sit in my car because it's in the parking lot." And so the lights keep turning off on me, so I got to open the door, like hit the little start button. So my bad. But man, again, like I say, man, I think I appreciate you guys for what you do. I appreciate the time and the effort it takes to put this together for our community because. And I just hope younger kids in our community get exposure to this and kind of learn, man. Like, again, we're not trying to tell you what to do. Mm-hmm. We're just trying to tell you what we went through. Now, you're going to make your own decisions. You're going to make your own successes and your own failures. But if we could leave a little bit of what they call that, breadcrumbs, hopefully, they take these breadcrumbs and make a cake with it, man, and really drive. Because if the next generation doesn't succeed, we failed, and so that's really what we're trying to do, man. We're trying to, and I love this platform because you're giving so much knowledge to individuals now. And I've come to the realization of this, right? You can give knowledge, people are going to take it or don't take it. Don't take it to heart. I've learned that. Don't take it to heart what people do with it. Just remember what you did with it and you left it there for them. Hopefully they all succeed. Or if one succeeds, it's definitely worth it. So salute to you guys. Tony, sac passe. I'm going to throw it out there for you. And again, man, anytime you guys want me on here, anything you want to talk about, man, if you guys want to reach out one-on-one, hit me up, Tony. No, I won't hide anything, man. There's nothing I've learned I need to hide. So reach out, bro.
Man,
Orilla stand up
all day.
Much love, brother. Thank you for all the knowledge and wisdom that you brought, man. I'm changed, if anybody, man.
I'm about to take that pie bottle.
Hey, I'm telling you, that pie bottle, it changes things, man. It changes your outlook on life, and these are things that my kids will definitely know.
Yeah,
definitely,
factual,
definitely,
man. Absolutely. Well, much success to you in all your further endeavors, man. And again, thanks a lot, man. You mask off family now, so
for sure. We're gonna do a 10-year reunion and see where we at.
Sound good, man.
No doubt.
Hey, dinner on me too, brother.
Hey, I'll be up there.
For sure.
All right, my brother. Good seeing you. I love you, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.
Man,
wow.
Great.
Man.
Wow.
Man.
That was way. I mean, it's. Oh my God, I don't even have words. It's like it's something. It's gonna be good, but it exceeds your expectations. Like,
Yeah. Like right now, I'm saying let's wrap this up because I got some grinding to do.
No, real talk. Like, what do I need to get done right now? Like, yo,
Yeah, I gotta go to
Up.
work
I
tonight,
got
so
some shit to do. You know,
I'm thinking about taking my laptop, my iPad, my phone, and work on every damn thing
at the same time.
at the same time.
Man, he said
do work.
Right. He said he at the gym 4 a.m.
Yep.
Work from 7 to 5, and then
Yep.
work on his business from 6 to 9.
Yep.
plus he still got a full-time job.
With a family.
A pretty intense one too.
And a family. And he
at
got
a
a whole family.
high corporate level, not just at McDonald's. He handling corporate money, got a family, at the gym consistently. Like, it's like I need to do more.
Let me tell you this.
I don't even have children.
Let me tell you this, and I'm not putting this brother business out there. Like, I met him one time at the airport, and I was looking for him, and he said, "Well, come around this corner." And I didn't know in the airport you got these VIP rooms. He took me in this private room where they serving mimosas and shit, and all you can eat buffet. And I was like, I ain't never fucking saw this before in the fucking airport. Man, I didn't want to go nowhere. They had like seats where you sit back and they recline and they give you massages. I said, nigga,
this is the life.
This is the life. You know what I mean? But I'm so proud of him, man, and that's with all my guys, man.
We trying to wrap, DJ.
Yeah, we trying to wrap it up, man. We're trying to wrap it up.
That was too good. You're right.
Yeah. Shout out to DJ Touch. DJ Touch is in the motherfucking building.
Right. I'm about to be just standing in my phone when we get off. Like,
yeah,
man, please. As soon as I log off, I'm doing some push-ups.
All right, we about to get up out of here, man. This is Mask Off. Y'all know what it is. Episode 80, man. 80. Cream, cashews, everything around me. You know what I'm saying? I'm so honored to have the brother, Mr. Ceant, on. Mr. J.P. Ceant. He's a financial analyst, and he spoke very adequately about finances and entrepreneurship. And we were honored to have him on board. Dan, you got anything to say?
Oh man, this was great show, y'all. Great episode.
Young Mally.
Hey, salute to your guy, man, Mr. Ceant. I appreciate him. Let's get to it, everybody.
Mask Off every Friday, 9 p.m. It's what we do all day, every day. You know what it is. Look for us next week, same time, episode 81. But this is 80. Cream, cashews, everything around me. We out of here.
Stack your cheddar chips.